Greetings, clanmates! I'm Nightheart, and about a week ago, I hosted a party on Discord celebrating the upcoming release of Graystripe's Vow. I also promised to announce the winners of a party raffle and share my prediction bingo card in a subsequent video, but unfortunately life happened and I haven't been able to get to it until now. So, sorry to everybody who's been waiting for this, and thank you for your patience. I'll be spending most of this video sharing the hopes and theories we came up with for the new book, and announce raffle winners at the end. So without any further ado, let's get started! Spoilers for any Warriors media preceding the release of Graystripe's Vow, including the preview chapters released on the Warriors website. So I chose to organize my predictions on a bingo card, which is an idea that I shamelessly stole from the internet. And yes, I will be using it to keep track of how my predictions hold up once I get my hands on the book. So first off, for my free space, I wanted to use something obvious and generally well agreed on in the fandom. So yeah, Graystripe dies. He's hella old, he's been here since literal book 1, his best friend and both his mates and even some of his kits are dead. It's time. Let the poor man rest. So for my first spot on the bingo card, I am predicting she-her Rowanclaw. So the Erins have already used she-her for Rowanclaw in the allegiances for Graystripe's Vow in the past, which matches the earlier books where Rowanclaw was erroneously listed as a she-cat and written as a she-cat. So if you don't already know, for this reason, the fandom headcanons Rowanclaw as trans, because Rowanclaw is later made a Tom, and he actually has kits with tawny pelt and blah blah blah. So I think that in this book, the Erins are going to commit to making Rowanclaw a she-cat in the past. I think Rowanclaw is going to show up, and I think that Rowanclaw is going to be described and written as a she-cat. First of all, because it would be cool. I hope they do this because it's a fun nod to the LGBT side of the fandom who have this headcanon. And also because it's a good PR move on their part. We recently had all that drama over the transphobic writer, and this would be an awesome way to acknowledge those readers, but in a very low-stakes way, because we all know that HarperCollins wants to sell books to conservative parents, so they're not going to come out and say, yeah, Rowanclaw's totally trans. But if they slide in something like Rowanclaw being referred to as a she-cat in the past, it would be keep staying consistent with that canon. So I think they're going to do that. For my next spot, my prediction is Gremlin's kits are important. So Gremlin is a BloodClan cat who is written in the intro to Graystripe's Vow, and it is mentioned that she's pregnant during the first chapter. So my prediction is she's going to have those kits during the book, and they're going to be important. I'm hoping they'll come back in the present and be like new characters, because that would be super awesome. But for this prediction to be right, I will count anything that makes the kits relevant to the plot. My next prediction is related. I'm guessing that Snake is the father of Gremlin's kits. I really, really wanted the prediction to be that Scourge is the father of the kits, but I don't think the timing's gonna work out, and Snake is like right there and super close to Gremlin and stuff, so I think it's a pretty no-brainer that he's probably their dad. My next prediction is also relating to the beginning of Graystripe's Vow, or relating to the preview chapters that were released on the Warriors website. So I think at the end of those preview chapters, someone is attacking ThunderClan, and I think it's BloodClan. That is my prediction. Some other people at the party have also suggested that it could be a fox, specifically because there were foxes in A Shadow and River Clan, which shamefully I have not read yet. So it could be a fox, it could be something else, but my guess is that they're going to just jump straight to BloodClan attacking, because they have a lot to get through in this book, so I think they're gonna kick it off with a bang. My next prediction is that I will headcanon Fury as a lesbian. This is a personal one. I don't headcanon Fury as anything yet because I don't know anything about Fury, but it is my prediction that once I have finished this book, I will definitely think that Fury should be a lesbian. Next prediction, Graystripe's dad is confirmed. So we've already confirmed Graystripe's mother, and I expect that the Aarons are going to canonify someone as Graystripe's dad. I think they're going to mention it at some point in this book. So my next prediction I totally stole from partygoer Mario Man TJ, and it is Trip to the Mountains. I'm not going to make a prediction about when it's going to happen, but this is mainly directed at the present timeline. I think Graystripe is going to take a trip to the mountains to see Stormfur. I don't know what he's going to do there, but I think the mountains will be involved, and the tribe. My next prediction is that there will be a pointless chase scene that takes up at least most of one chapter. This is a Warriors time-filling staple, and I think it's going to happen. Again, I'm not making a prediction about when it's going to happen, whether past or present, but this is another one I had the present timeline in mind when I made the prediction. So I think Graystripe's going to run into something like dogs, two legs, foxes, random rogues, and they're going to chase him around, and it's going to be exciting, but ultimately irrelevant to the plot. For my next two predictions, I have two cameos that I think are going to happen. These are both, I am predicting they will happen in the present time, so they won't count if they happen in the past. First is Princess. I really want there to be a Princess cameo in the present, because I want Graystripe to tell Princess what the heck happened to the clans. Because, I guess that, in A New Prophecy, Leafpool met Cody, and Cody probably passed on the news that they're leaving, hopefully. But, if she didn't, then, who told Princess where the cats went? All of, her brother and her son are just gone, and, everybody they live with is gone. So, does Princess even know where the clans went? It's been years. So I'm hoping that Graystripe will meet her in the present and give her some closure on that. And my second cameo prediction is Barley. So Barley's still alive, he's at the farm. I think Graystripe is going to crash there and hang out with Barley for a little bit. And I also really want this to happen because I like Barley. And adding on to my Barley predictions, Barley dies. This is another one that I actually kind of hope happens, because, Barley's really old, and he's probably missing Ravenpaw quite a bit. So, it would be nice to see Barley get some closure in this book, and get a nice, proper send-off for him. Speaking of gay cats, my next prediction actually comes from my girlfriend. It's Graystripe sees Firestar's ghost, and it's kinda gay. So, this already happened in the preview chapters. Graystripe already has, met with Firestar's ghost, and there was a lot of tension there of some sort. I perceive it to be gay. But I think it's going to happen at least one more time in Graystripe's vow. Alright, so there's my free space. And then Graystripe pushes clan ways onto non-clan cats. This is another sort of low-hanging fruit warrior cat staple. I think Graystripe's going to happen along somebody, and he's going to try to teach them how to be good clan cats. I forgot to put it on the card, but this is a present-day prediction. I think he's going to run into somebody in his travels and teach them the wonderful ways of StarClan. Convince them to abandon their heathen ways of not worshipping StarClan. For my next prediction, I think there will be more chats with imaginary Millie. I thought that was kind of an interesting scene where Graystripe conjures up this remembered image of Millie to kind of help him think through things, and I think that's going to be a running thing. I'd like to see that keep happening, and I think it might keep happening, where as he continues to have conundrums in his journey, he's going to keep talking to this not ghost Millie, but his memory of her. My next prediction is that Graystripe comes back to ThunderClan alive. So I already said I think he's going to die, but I do think he's going to make it back to ThunderClan, and this feeds into some other predictions that I have, because I think he's going to have to bring back important information to his clanmates. Because they make it out to be that he has to go on this journey for an important reason. He's being called away by Firestar's ghost to go do this. So I think there's something he has to go find and bring back. And that said, my next prediction is that Graystripe visits the Moonstone and talks to StarClan. So we know that the moon pool is covered up by, sticks and crap, I guess, and that apparently works, and nobody can move the sticks. who's in StarClan, but Ashfur could put them on there. Oh, sorry, the imposter could put them on there. It's totally Ashfur. So yeah, Moonpool's covered in sticks, but we don't know anything about the Moonstone. I think the Moonstone is still open. And so my prediction is that the reason Graystripe needs to make this journey is so he can talk to StarClan, and he has to walk all the way back to the Moonstone to do it. My next prediction is kind of for this book, kind of for the Broken Code as a whole. I think Scourge is coming back as a ghost. This is mostly a hope, but because it would be really, really cool. But I was thinking, so most of our historic villains are dead now, and they're like double dead. They're gone forever. But you know who's not? Scourge. You know who's a fan favorite? Scourge. You know who everybody would love to see come back and do something, anything? Scourge. So, I think Scourge is coming back as a ghost, and I'm hoping it happens in this book. My next prediction is somewhat of a reach. I'm saying that Thornclaw dies. I don't necessarily actually think this is going to happen or want it to happen, because he's kind of a good source of conflict in the Broken Code, especially like in those preview chapters. He said a lot of interesting and very rebellious stuff, and I dig that. But he's also a very old cat who is striking out on his own, and that seems dangerous to me. So if he dies, I want to have called it. So my prediction is Thornclaw dies. Next up, Ashfur is still not confirmed as the imposter. I'm gonna stand by this one. I don't think they're going to officially confirm that the imposter is Ashfur, even though we all know it's Ashfur. We all know. But the fact that they haven't said it within the first couple chapters that were previewed leads me to believe they're not going to cover it at all. They're gonna make us wait until the next Broken Code book for this non-revelation. Going along with that, I'm also predicting that there is going to be no new information at all about the real Broken Code villains. I don't think any of them are gonna appear. I don't think any of them are gonna do anything. But I especially don't think we're gonna get any information about identity of who's behind anything. I think they're gonna save all of that for the actual Broken Code main series. Next prediction I think is a pretty safe one. Something is on fire. Stuff being on fire happens a lot in Warriors, and I think it's a pretty safe bet. This prediction has nothing to do with the plot of Graystripe's vow or anything. I just think there's going to be a fire. And another series staple that I'm going to go with is unhelpful but dramatic prophecy. I'm thinking it'll probably happen when Graystripe is talking to StarClan at the Moonstone. I think they're going to tell him something vague that sounds really cool and ultimately does not help anyone. I was starting to run out of ideas at this point, so I threw Smudge Cameo on here. I think he'll show up past or present. This one actually comes from Mario Man as well. He suggested it, and I think it's a good prediction. I think it's a fair shot. I think it would be fun to see Smudge. It would also be nice to see Graystripe meet Smudge in the present day and tell him where the heck his best friend went, who went off to go join the forest cult. So that'd be cool. Smudge Cameo. And my last prediction is absolutely a wild dream. It is Soul returns. I want so bad for Soul to come back. And so Graystripe's going to be wandering around, right? Why not bump into our old buddy Soul and get him involved in the Broken Code shenanigans? I don't think this is actually going to happen, but I want it to happen really bad. So I put it on my bingo card. And now for the winners of the raffle. So this is for the people who came to my Discord party. I am raffling off just some fun little Warrior Cats prizes. The first prize is a miniature cat that I will custom paint for the winner. And that winner is Mario Man TJ. So thank you for the theories that you graciously let me use on my bingo card. And I will be replaying you with a miniature cat, so watch your DMs. And the other winner is going to receive a Warrior Cats themed bracelet with a theme of their choice. And that winner is Spotted Draws. So I will be contacting you as well. Thank you to everybody who came to the Discord party. I hope everyone had fun, and I plan to do this again for every Warrior Cats book for the foreseeable future. So if this sounds like fun, Come join the party next time. Have fun reading Graystripe's vow. Let me know your predictions in the comments. And as always, may StarClan light your path.